Good morning, guys. Next topic is pH scale, its applications. So, activity 5. So, first to pH scale and its applications. Here we have a pH scale. The scale having 0 to 14 values, digits, and it is used to identify the strength of acid and base. First, what is pH scale? What is pH scale? pH scale is nothing but the negative logarithm of H plus ions concentration is called pH scale. The negative logarithm of H plus ions concentration is called pH scale. It was introduced by Sorensen. Here in pH scale, P means power, H means H plus ions. So power of H plus ions, the concentration of H plus ions are called pH scale. So formula is pH equals to minus log H plus Western. What is the formula? pH equals to minus log H plus concentration. Okay. So pH scale having 0 to 14 digits. If the pH is less than 7 acids and pH is equal to 7 neutral. If the pH is greater than 7, it is basic nature. Okay. And again, acids and bases are divided into strong acids, weak acids, and strong bases, weak bases. Okay. So the strong acids pH value is varies between 0 to 3, and weak acids pH value is 3 to 7. And if we have exactly 7, it is neutral or salt. And if the pH value is varies between 7 to 10, it is weak basic nature. And if the pH value is varies from 10 to 14, it is strong basic. Okay. So now what is pH scale? The negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration is called pH scale. Okay. Now we go to the applications of pH scale. So what are the applications of pH scale? Here we have mainly 3 applications are there. First one is acid rains, second one is tooth decay, third one is digestive system. Okay. So let us go to the video. What are the applications of pH scale in everyday life? First one is acid rains. Okay. The rainwater pH is less than 5.5, then it is called acid rains. What are acid rains? If the rainwater pH value is less than 5.5, it is called acid rains. So due to the acid rains, the life of aquatic animals becomes difficult. Okay. And the second one is pH of soils. Plants healthy growth in a narrow pH range. If it is having strong acidic or strong basic or strongly alkaline, the health growth of plant is very difficult. So if the soil having strong acidic nature, we are adding calcium oxide. Okay. If the soil having strong basic nature, we are adding gypsum. And next one is digestive system. So our stomach produces hydrochloric acid. If excess acid is produced in our stomach, it gets ulcers. We get ulcers. So from this one, we have to take antacid tablets. Okay, these antacid tablets contains base, nothing but magnesium hydroxide. This magnesium hydroxide is neutralize the excess acid acid in our stomach. So the chemical reaction takes place here. MgOH taken twice plus 2HCl gives rise to MgCl2 plus 2H2O. And the next application is tooth decay. If the pH of our mouth is less than 5.6, it is called tooth decay. So our tooth enamel is a strongest substance. It is made up of calcium phosphate. Okay, so when we take the food, some food materials are left between the teeth. So bacteria in our mouth produces acidic nature. So due to this one, the pH of our mouth is increases. Okay, if you avoid this one, okay, if you want to reduce the tooth decay, the best way to avoid this one is first one is brush twice a day and avoid taking ice creams. And next one is wash our mouth after eating. Okay, these are the applications of pH scale in everyday life. Next, points to remember. If the pH of rainwater is less than 5.5 or 5.6, then it is called acid rains. So due to the acid rains, the life of aquatic animals becomes very difficult. And next one is tooth decay. Tooth decay starts if the pH of our mouth is less than 5.5. So to avoid this, brush twice a day and clean our mouth after eating. And the next application is our stomach produces hydrochloric acid for digestion. If excess acid is produced, we get irritation and pain. So to reduce the pain, we are taking antacid tablets. Okay, and the next one is and last one is plants maintain a narrow pH range. So these are the points to remember. Okay, next, try this. First one is what is pH scale? What is the use of pH scale? And second one is what is the pH of HCl? And the third question is what is the pH of distilled water? And the fourth one is a substance pH is 7.9. What is the nature of the substance? And last one is what is the nature of the antacid tablets? Okay, so all these questions answered by the observing the previous activity. Okay, and let us go to the next topic, pH of salts. Okay, so we have different salts are there here. So now what is the nature, what is the pH of these salts? Let us see. Okay, first one is salts. How salts are formed? Salts are formed by the reaction of acids with bases. Okay, here salts are three types. What? How many types are there? Three types of salts. What are they? They are acidic salts, basic salts, and neutral salts. The first one is acidic salts. How acidic salts are formed? Acidic salts are formed by the reaction of strong acid with weak base. Okay, so how acidic salts are formed? Acidic salts are formed by the reaction of strong acid with weak base. So strong acid plus weak base gives rise to acidic salts. Example, HCl plus NH4OH gives rise to NH4Cl plus H2O. So here the NH4Cl is the acidic salt. The pH of NH4Cl is less than 7. Okay, and second one is basic salts. How basic salts are formed? Basic salts are formed by the reaction of weak acids with strong bases. Okay, so weak acid plus strong base gives rise to basic salts. Example for the basic salts is CH3COONA. It is formed by the reaction of CH3COOH acetic acid and sodium hydroxide NaOH. So what is the pH of sodium acetate? CH3COO Na. So it is a basic salt. Its pH value is greater than 7. Next. Third one is neutral salts. How neutral salts are formed? Neutral salts are formed by the reaction of strong acid with strong base. So strong acid plus strong base gives rise to neutral salts. So examples of for the neutral salt is NaCl. It is formed by the reaction of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. Now, what is the pH of neutral salts? Here, the pH of neutral salt is exactly 7. Okay. So now, how acidic salts, how acidic basic salts, and how neutral salts are formed here. It is confirmed by the. It is depending upon the strength of acid and base. And note, if acid and base both are weak, the resulting salt nature is depending upon the relative strength of an acid and base. Okay, if both acids and bases are both are weak, the resulting salt nature is depending upon the relative strength of the acid and bases. Okay, next, try this. First question, what is the nature of salt when reaction takes place between strong acid and weak base? The second question is, how salts are formed? Third one is, what is the nature of sodium acetate CH3COO Na? And fourth one is, what is the salt formed when sulfuric acid reacts with ammonium hydroxide? And fifth one is, what are the acids and bases required for the formation of NaCl? Okay, so all these questions are answered by the observing the previous